Alright, gonna work on the old Ford again today, and we're making good progress. And I appreciate you guys watching, because you know, it's not getting a lot of views, but the guys that are watching seem to be enjoying it. So here's what we're gonna do today. Got this hole right here in the post, the pillar post, whatever you want to call it, and we're gonna cut that out. We probably won't do any welding today. We may be cutting and making the pieces and stuff and the parts. And then this piece here we got to cut out. This holds the seat bracket that goes all the way across. And we're probably not going to put the bracket on for the seat, but we will cut this out and put the plate on there. And right here we got something going on here. We don't know. We gotta dig it out and everything. Looks like this panel's been done before, you know, because you can actually see plastic split in here. So once we uncover all of that. Matter of fact, you can tell right here it looks like spot welds, and they're not factory. So this piece has been replaced before. And down on the bottom of this, I could tell, you know, just by the sound of it, you know, there's plastic there and everything. So this here we're not going to know what's going to have to be done until we gut it. But that's our goal for today. Just send 3 pieces. And in the near future we're going to have to fix this. This is the back body mount, and the mount seems to be okay. It looks a little crusty, but it's fine. But there is a piece that is supposed to go on the front there like that and holds the gas tank. I swear I had to take the gas tank out to get to these to put the rear mounts in. The other one's fine, and I did find another patch I had to put in, but let me take a walk around there. It's a nice day. I might have to set up our little canopy tent. I'll have to ask Road Queen to help me, but come on around the other side and we'll show you what's going on. Yeah, this little piece, you know, looks like an easy piece, but it actually had 2 bends in here, you know, so you had to do a little shaping. And it's a double panel. Underneath was worse, you know, underneath was about 3 times as big as that, so I fixed that, fixed underneath there, so that'll be fine. But this is how the gas tank is held in. It's just the seam is put in there and then bolted to the wall. So like I say, we gotta make something like that for the other side. This looks like it's rotted, but it's not. You know, that's plastic that just separated and deteriorated over the years. So. Alright, let's go over there and start cutting some stuff out. Alright, yeah, I got my little Harbor Freight canopy up. You know, a little $40 canopy like this, you know, is good enough just to keep me out of the sun, you know. I mean, it's 75 degrees out, but under here at least I don't have the sun beating down on me now. So, that's nice. That's nice. And you know, it collapses. You keep the top on and it collapses, and you wrap it up and everything, and it's light, you know, so it's better than having a real expensive one. You know, everything has its purpose. Alright, let's get to work. Alright, yeah, before I started, I got something. You know the way I like to show you guys the tools I use, because I always get questions about it and everything, and equipment. And here's a pair of gloves I bought, because to keep the sparks and stuff off of my hands. You know, I wanted something that was soft and supple, and something, you know, I didn't need a coverage up to my elbow, you know, like a real welding glove. And this fit the ticket there. Matter of fact, these are welding gloves. They call them TIG gloves, but they serve my purpose. Matter of fact, you see the little welding guy there. He's got gloves up to his elbows, but I guess that's for a real welder. I'm just spot welding and stuff. And the reason I got them is because I was wearing gloves, and it just happened to hit this one part of this glove, and it melted right through my hand, and put a big burn in my finger. But in all fairness to them, these are just work gloves. These are cheap Harbor Freight work gloves, and not meant to keep flames and sparks off of you. So they work good for work gloves. But these here, like I say, they're nice, soft, and supple, and they're about maybe a little thicker than a golf glove, and it worked well. Matter of fact, you see that spot on my finger there? if it focuses in. That would have went right through me. So that saved me from getting burnt. But they cost $20, and it's pretty cheap. I've seen them more expensive. Same glove. Other people trying to get a little more money out of them, but I paid $20, and right out of the package, it had a hole in the side here, which I wasn't happy about. You know, it's different if you're paying $5 for a pair of Harbor Freight gloves, and that's what you get. But it looks like these might have slipped past quality control or something. But when these wear out, I'll give them another try, and hopefully I get one that's not defective. But like I said, I like them. They're made by True Fit, and the name is a Tillman. It's a 1488, and the L means large. So Tillman or True Fit, if you're watching this and you want to send me a good pair of gloves, just go to my home page, and my email address is there, and you can send me some good ones, size large. Alright, enough yapping, let's do some work. Alright, first let's determine how much we have to cut out. I think it's you guys are going to have a tough time with the exposure. You might not be seeing much. Maybe if I put something dark behind it there, this blanket's a little darker. There we go. How's that? Is that better? Alright, I think so. Well, maybe not. How's that? Still got the sun behind it, so looks like it's a little bit better. Alright. Like I say, first, might get something to kneel on here. Alright. Yeah, first you want to determine how much is damaged. I think this looks a lot worse than it is because the paint is bubbling more than the steel. You know, I got me a... Well, let me turn so I can see you. I still can't see that well, but here we go. I'm using this old oil here, and you know, you peck at it till you find good metal, and all this is actually pretty good, almost like it's been replaced. So, and over here, it's all good. Like I said, it looks bad here, but that's just the paint bubbling. And up here, I just went through right here, so I'll have to go a little higher. And maybe for this patch, all we have to do is like a little patch here, down here, you know, which is going to be easier because the other side there, I had to put a big patch in all the way down to here and bend the corner. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a little corner there, but there's actually a hole in that corner, and I think the best way to do it is patch this with a small square patch, and then over here a small patch, and I think that will do it. You know, they sell it. They actually sell this portion right here. It goes halfway up the door hinge here, and all the way down to here. But it's $125 for two pillar posts. Like I said, the other one's already done, so this one would cost $65. But that's where you save your money. $65. I have that scrap metal, and it'll only take me a little while to fix that. So I'm gonna have to take this plug out. So I'll take that plug out, and then we'll get our little jigsaw, and we'll first let's mark it out. Like I say, I think we're good. We're good up to here, and we'll go right up against there, and I think we're good to here. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to cut that little section out and see how it looks. Like I say, meanwhile, let me take this plug out. Alright. Yeah, I came across a little interesting tidbit there. I know you guys like to hear some of the interesting things I come across. And here's my little air saw, and I use that, and I love the thing. You know, it does what I got to do, but you got to buy blades for it. And, you know, they all sell blades, all the big companies. But I found one company that's reasonable, and the blades are good. And it's this company here, Baco. They're from Sweden. Baco blades. But that's not what the interesting part is. The interesting part is they paint them up here. They print their name on it, their part number, where they're from, made in Sweden. It, tells you bimetal blades and everything like that. And You know how companies, you know, chintz on stuff and change things around to try and save money? Well, Baco actually did that. I guess they wanted to save money. And here's these blades here I've had for, these must be 5 years old or so. But anyway, this is what they look like now. Right? No paint on them, no print, no nothing, no garbage. But I don't know if you can see it. Their name is stamped on it. There you go. It's stamped on there, Baco, and is the container it comes in, right? All the prints on there, everything you need to know, the part number and everything, comes in a little container. Has their little Swedish fish on there, and that's how you do it. That's how you cut corners. So kudos to Baco for doing it right. You know, you're putting out the same good product, and you found a way to save money making it, and that's good. So little tidbit. Okay, your tip of the day. You know what? I'll even leave a link in the description for you guys for these, because like I say, I've been using them for years, and I love them. And I have tried others, and these work just as good as any of the big names. So maybe this might be a big name over in Sweden, but who knows? But anyway, there you go. Enough talking, right? Let's get some work done. Alright, let's see what we can do. You guys still look a little washed out there. I wonder if I zoom you in and turn you a bit. And maybe turn you out of there. There you go. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. Don't be criticizing my welds. When I hear about the welds, all I wanted was some strength and penetration, and that's what I got. We can get a grinder to take care of the rest, right? Let me see, bring you in a little more maybe. There you go. Alright. You may be getting a little vibration up there, but I don't know yet. Just put your headphones on and we'll see. Had to come down a little further. I seen a little rot, so we're okay. Alright. Examine that and see how it is. I think we got it. I'm going to get this one in the corner here. You guys probably don't see it, so I'm going to shut you off anyway. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it came out well. This is all solid steel. Real good solid steel. So 2 little patches instead of 65 bucks. Now we're going to go to this one, and like I say, this is the seat bracket. We're not going to weld the seat bracket up. I'm just going to put the plate on here, and I can see where the spot welds are here. So I'll probably take this one out with a grinder because you got a lot of heavy steel behind there and stuff, and you don't know. That may even be a double panel there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, we'll take that out with a grinding wheel, and probably go right to here, and right to here, and cut it on the seam down here, and then right under that lip. So let me set this up, and we'll try cutting that with a grinder. I know I said grinder, but I meant cut off wheel. A lot of guys get pretty critical when I misspeak, you know, because I don't know, I just don't read the script right. Alright, let's mark this out. Before I was just showing you where I was going to cut, but when you mark something out to cut, you know, the straighter the line, the easier it is to cut a patch for it. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just pretty close, that's all we want. You're going to use a cutoff wheel here, so you're going to need your earplugs. Make sure you get good earplugs. You can't put your headphones on because you're going to put a shield on. You're going to put a UVEX shield on. And not only that, you're going to need safety glasses. And I might have to turn you off and go get them. So I'll be right back. Holy Christ, talk about a senior moment. I didn't have to go far because they were on my face already. So not only you need safety glasses, but the shield. If that blade ever decides to cut loose, you don't want to be in the way. Alright, let's give this a try. And don't stand directly in line with that, you know, stand off to the side. I don't want to go too far because I started cutting into the bottom there. I'll get the rest of it with the jigsaw. Let's try this again. So rod it just chipped away there, so let's get our jigsaw and finish cutting that out. Okay, we're all cut through there. Now I'm going to try and pull it apart because the inside is still attached. Maybe we can get it from the top instead of crawling under the truck. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, yeah, this seat mount underneath here isn't as in bad a shape as the other one was, so it's still holding on pretty good. You know, I get it behind here, but You know, these spot welds are all pretty in pretty good shape. So instead of getting down under there and having all the sparks and grinding it in my face and on my chest and everything, I might just get a grinder, grind the heads off of them welds, and pull that piece off. You know, I want to try to stay from going underneath. You know, even if once I get this off, I can cut that bracket out of the way so we have room to put that. So let me dick around with this and get that out of the way, and we'll turn you back on when we're done. Alright, yeah, this is how I go about doing it. I don't think these are factory spot welds. I think they might have been rosette welds. You know, something must have been replaced at one time. Whether it be the cross member or the plate. Probably the plate. But anyway, you find out where the little rosettes are. And then get our grinding wheel here. Make sure you put your face shield down and just go at it. Sometimes you only have to go all the way down to it, you know. This one's gonna need a little more. Camera here. Alright, so I didn't even have to grind the bottom one because it was wasn't even attached to it. But I am going to grind this one. So see, now we can see all this. We can cut this out of the way instead of getting down there on our back. Okay, yeah, it's pretty right out of the way. Alright, yeah, that worked out well. I don't know if you can see the bracket down there, but it's funny, this one isn't as bad a shape as the one on the other side was. But still, it's got to be replaced. See, I was able to get it from the top here. A lot easier than laying down on my back. So, alright, so that one's done. Now this side here, like I say, this one here, this has body putty on it, so we might open this up and it might be a real rat's nest, who knows. Alright, let's start digging, see what we got. Alright, let's see what we got. First we're going to chip away at it with, we got a scraper here, our buddy Jim made for us, and a screwdriver, an old screwdriver that's sharpened a little bit, something that's broken, another old screwdriver, so. And the magic hammer. So let's see what we got. A lot of putty. Not that thick. Putty's not that thick. Running into rot. Running into rot right there. far it's actually not that bad. This is from the roof and everything. It's where all the dirt and dust landed. So we got a little bit on the side here. Huh. But like I say, can you see? You guys aren't up here. You're down here. You're not up here. What happened here is, can you see? Where you at? Okay, let me raise you up a little bit. See that looked worse than it was. Let me raise you up a little. Alright. You see that looked bad because there was a split and everything, but I'll tell you what happened here. Instead of putting seam sealer, they put body putty. Had they used seam sealer, this would have been okay. So this ain't going to be as bad as we thought it was. Okay. That's just the way the body shop's doing it, getting it done, getting it out. You know, this might have been a real cheap job when they did that. So, alright, let me chip away at all this stuff and we'll get down to bare metal and we'll show you what we got. Alright, you guys still with me here? Alright, this wasn't as bad as it looked. And I'm glad. I don't know if you can look in there in a hole. See my fingers back there? The inside panel under the truck is, I knew that needed replacing, but you can see there. So I'll be able to clean all this rust and rot out underneath from there, and also spray undercoating in here or paint it, whatever I got to do. So don't worry about that. But anyway, this panel here, the back of this truck must have been hit one time because this is a collision repair, and whoever did it did a great job. You know, just because it's peeling and popping now, you know, it has nothing to do with the guy that did the work. You know, and that's why you can never criticize any kind of body work, because you don't know the conditions that this body work was done in. This could have been a farm truck, and owned by an old farm widow lady, and she got in an accident. Somebody rear-ended her there or whatever, and she wanted this fixed, and the guy gave her a price. You know, he said $1,200 to fix that, and she said, well, can you do any better? You know, and he said, well, we don't have to do this and do that. We can just make it look good. And she might have said fine. That's all she wanted was a sturdy, good-looking truck. Not worrying about, you know, she's not going to say, well, that's not how he did it on Discovery, you know. But you can see all this metal is good and shiny. Even the body work, you know, in some places the body putty was thicker than a 1/4 inch. But that really doesn't make a difference. People say, oh, it's not supposed to be bigger, thicker than a 1/4 inch or stuff like that. But if the metal underneath it is prepared well, and you know, then it'll last just as long as an 1/8 inch or 1/16 of an inch. But anyway, let's show you what we're going to do here. Everything is solid. You know, all this is all solid. Down here is all solid. Up here is all solid. That hole there, Road King put that in there. So that's solid metal around there. That's not rot. I got a little aggressive chipping out the body putty. And down here, all this is all solid. So down here, we're just going to, if we cut this out, we're just going to cut out this right to here, because this is all solid here. Cut that out and put a patch there. And then up here, I'm going to go right above the little spot that I poked a hole in, even though I really don't have to. You know, I could plug weld that, because the rest of this is, like I say, is all solid. And when they did body work, you see here, this is where the old panel was. Well, somebody's in trouble. So what I'm going to do is, right here there's rust. I'm going to cut this flush here and come across straight, and then come down. And like I say, this is all solid here. And I'm going to come right there. There's a little line here, and I'm going to leave this one piece here, and I got reasons for doing that. And just cut out that little piece. And on the side here, all this is solid. And instead of making this factory indent and stuff like that, I'm just going to put a piece of metal from back here and butt it up right here. So that's what's going to go there. Even though it's solid and everything, I'll plug weld in the middle and stuff. And that's it. You know, and I'll be happy with that. You know, this isn't going to be a 100-point concourse restoration. This is just going to be a good-looking truck. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm inside the door jambs now. You know, I could just slap putty on there and it would be fine. It'll last 30 years. Slap it with fiberglass and it'll be fine. But we'll do it and make it look right, and it'll last. It'll outlast the truck. Christ, this thing could be in a wreck a year after I restore it, so who knows. Alright, let me get our little saw out here and cut that out. Maybe a grinder. We'll put a grinding mark across here and cut this out. Alright, we'll see when we do that. Alright, I have this panel here cut out where I want it, and you can see the hole in the back there. A lot better now. And the floor is all solid. I mean, right here, what is that? It looks like hell, but it's all good right there. And like I say, it goes back. It's the side panel that needs to work, and that's easy enough to do. But to make things easier on myself, I'm going to cut the back panel I can see out right now, and cut it right down here. Cut all that out, and then put a piece of steel here, maybe even stronger than what was in there, you know, to emulate these two panels here. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to cut that. I'll cut that out and get rid of all that. That way I don't have to chisel all that out and stuff. So, all right, let me try that. All right, yeah, I think I'm done for the day. You know, it's only a couple minutes for you guys. It's about 8 hours for me. So we got that cut out. We got that cut out. Got this cut out and the bottom cleaned out, and we're all down to all good steel. All we have to do is patch it up. So here's all the dirt came out of there. See, it's not so much the dirt, you know, that rots it out. It's when that dirt gets wet and stays wet. And the reason this has so much dirt in there because it was a farm truck, and you get the dust and the dirt in there like this. This is always going to be a hole, you know, and the stuff goes down in there and then in the cow. But in this case, you know, this truck, the roof was rotted out. I already fixed that, and that's where all our or most of the dirt and water came from. So with that all fixed up and always patched up, this truck should last a while. So I don't know how much time is on this video, but if we got a little more than tomorrow, we'll put the patches in, and if not, then I'll come back and say goodbye. Alright, till we meet again. Alright, it's the next day, and I had a chance to check out the video here, and it's getting pretty lengthy, so we're going to leave this one as is, and we'll fix we'll patch these holes in the next video. But a little dirt bike stopped by last night and helped me put cab mounts in the back here, so I appreciate that. So what do you guys say? Enough of this? Alright. See you later.